Hey everyone, Bo here, and I have a time lapse of an illustration that I did for a video game, a sci-fi RPG. I thought it'd be kind of interesting to show you guys how the process is, when someone hires you to do these things, how it turns out and how a idea is conceptualized and executed. So what I did for them was a series of loading screens, and this is one of them, and it's the inside of a comet. So basically what happened is the client showed interest in my work, and the studio came to me and they said, okay, so we need these loading screens, and it's a top-down RPG shooter, from Bird's Eye, and we need to kind of entice the reader and seduce them into showing them that it's an exploration game too, so we need the loading screens and concept art and illustrations to convey that. So from there, personally, I'm a very big advocator of communication. I think it's just as important as the art itself. So I asked these guys, hey, do you have any references you want me to look at? So sure enough, they sent over pictures of crystals and caverns and caves, and we definitely wanted this claustrophobic feeling. And they also had a specific request of having like surveying equipment and construction going on. So you see that idea being portrayed on the right side of the painting here. So what's really cool is you'll see in this piece that, there are things that we take away and things that don't work out, things that do work out. And that's because what you can't see is the email exchange that was happening between this and me saying, hey, I'm right here. Do you want me to continue with this idea, or do you want to take it in a different direction? So that level of communication is really going to assure you in the end that you have a 100% satisfied customer. That way at the end of everything, they can't say, well, we're not very happy with it. In the end, what that will do for you is just, it'll make you look more professional. You will be more professional by having that level of communication, and you're not going to get yourself in a situation to where, you're working hourly, as far as like, you get paid like a lump sum, which is what I usually go for, and then you spend, 20 hours making edits and amends. You don't want to kind of shoot yourself in the foot that way. So it's better to have that level of communication with the client and deliver what they need along the journey, rather than finish the product and then have them tell you everything that's wrong with it, and then you're kind of starting from scratch. So the downside of that is having the clients that aren't going to understand what a work in progress looks like. They have a vision and they can't get it out, and they're going to have that struggle of seeing like an art piece in its very early stages. Now on the other side of this token is the client that will say, hey, I give you complete freedom. You have free reign of this project, and I trust your vision because I've seen the work that you do. And it doesn't mean that the other clients that want to work hand in hand with you don't trust you. It's just a matter of preference. So some people don't want to get involved in the art side, and that's why they hired you, and some people have an exact vision. Anyway, that concludes today's talk about concept art and illustration. I hope this helps some of you out, especially if you are an aspiring artist or a professional artist. And do me a favor and hit that like button for me and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you next time.